we're going along, the woods, Kentucky woods, right before midsummer. It's insanely noisy, insects, whatnot. And we're in a particular area, and the woods just go quiet, man, and we start hearing something moving through the forest, pretty sizable, coming towards us. So, we've had that happen before, and our usual MO is to one person focus on that, and then the other person start checking our backs and our sides. We basically go back to back. So Jesse we turned, we had red headlamps on at that point to preserve our night vision. We turned those off, and Jesse's kind of like trying to pay attention to whatever is going through the woods in front of her. So I've got my back to her, and I've got this new thermal imager with me, man. And we had just been using it. There's a power line cut through that portion of the LBL. And that power line cut goes over a hill. And we had been watching deer on the thermal imager. And it was so hot, and it had been so hot for the past few days. The ground still had so much heat. It was kind of hard to make the deer out when they had the hillside to their backs. But when they got to the top of the crest of the hill and they were silhouetted against the sky, you could see them very easily. I got this new thermal imager. I'm just trying to get used to it. And it's cool to look at stuff on thermal imager, whether anything's happening weird or not. We're looking at deer. So I've got it in my hand, and I'm scanning, from my right to my left, and I go past something and I snap back to it. And it's something that's just giving off massive amounts of heat. The woods were really hot. The woods had been the longest day of the year. It had been extremely hot. Deer give off a lot of body heat, and when they had foliage or hillside behind them, they didn't stand out as well. Whatever this is, it's blazing hot. It's so much hotter than its surroundings. And I'm looking at it, and I don't know what I'm looking at, and we had been taking photos with it because it's one of those things like a lot of these thermal imagers, they have built-in memory, but not a lot, And I didn't want to waste a lot of my memory taking video of these deer. So we'd just been snapping photos of it. So I snapped a photo of whatever this thing was, and it shifted a little bit. And I'm like, so it's moved like right in front of my eyes. So I snap another photo of it. And I had my flashlight was hanging from my left wrist on a lanyard. And I'm kind of having an adrenaline dump because I don't know what the hell this is. And I kind of try to flip my flashlight up, which I've done 100 times before, but I fumble it. So I fumble everything, and I make a little bit of noise, and I hit it with the flashlight. There's nothing there. I look back when the thermal, whatever it was, is gone.